rewinding a little bit. When you purchased before you purchased the first chemist, you said you were self-employed. Was that within a chemist?
Yes, that was a locum pharmacy, going from chemist to chemist.
Oh, right, okay.
As a self-employed person rather than employed by one person. So I still had the freedom. I was still, well, I thought I was an entrepreneur, which you could say you are, but if you're not building anything, if you're not adding any value to society, if you're just being a relief, plugging in holes, that's not really being an entrepreneur. It's just
And you said there was a few days away from selling the business. What your wife said, no, it's not right for us, but what did you believe going through that moment? Because there's always ups and downs in business.
Yes.
Sometimes you just like, I don't want to do this anymore. What was the key point for you to say and listen to your wife at that moment?
Okay, so it was a journey, and it's when you walk in as a single person, or when you have a small business. By the way, I hate that word small. Small business is what I call a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you continue to call yourself a small business, you remain a small business. So I just said I'm against this small business. I have to break the small business barrier. But the only way to break the small business barrier, unfortunately, is to grow. So you cannot talk your way into breaking the barrier. You got to expand and grow. Yeah. So I was really frustrated with what I was doing, being in the same place. I think what got into me was one day, one of the customers came in with an elder child or son, I think, I can't remember. And she said, Wole, that's Joe. I said, Joe? Yeah, little Joe. You remember Joe? He's grown now. Oh, I didn't really remember, but I thought to myself, wow, I've been in this place too long. So that dawned on me that I had been in this place far too long. I needed to, something had to change. I don't really know how to get out of the spot. I just knew I had to expand anyway. That's the only way to get here. I had to expand. But I was so frustrated one day. I just said, okay, I'm just giving this up and I'm going to get a job filling shelves in the supermarket. And but she said, Wole, you're bigger than you think. You're bigger than this. Come on, you can do it. And so she said, actually, why don't I help you with a few things? And that was again my first step into delegating. Up until that time, I was really doing everything by myself, you know. So if you're doing everything yourself, you can be sure that you might spend 10 years in the same spot. So if you don't want to spend 10 years in the same spot, it's time to get a lot of things off you and delegate. Yeah, so that's how I got a bit of free time and a bit of thinking time. So the thinking time helped me to rethink what I was doing and helped me to open my eyes to more opportunity, you know. And so that's how I began to examine other opportunities in pharmacy that I would not have looked at purely because of the volume of the business or the size of the business. Yeah, so that's
And now, how many pharmacies do you have, and how long has it been since that moment?
Yes, we added the second one after 12 years. So it took 12 years to get the second one. So and then another 5 years after that we got 2. So we got 4 at the moment. So that's
good.
Yeah, it is good, and it is challenging. I'm not going to say it's easier again, but it's exciting, and I love the challenge. Yes.
Good.
Make sure you like and subscribe. Check the links below to sign up to my socials and also my weekly newsletter. Look forward to seeing you next time.